you said that on the radio after the incident, he booked me. So what you've seen so far?
He turned me for sure. I mean, there was no way he was going to get alongside me. There was no room there. I'll have to go back and get a better view, because looking at it on a cell phone is tough to see. But he kept running into me at the apex of the carousel, trying to get me wide there, and he did it 2 laps in a row. I'm not sure why he was frustrated with me. I got around him cleanly on those restarts. And then there at the end, like I said, I'll have to get a better view of it. But to me, he wasn't alongside of me. He just got to my rear bumper and turned me sideways.
Is that kind of racing, or is that something that you feel like NASCAR needs to look at?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about
okay,
yeah, he intentionally hooked me. I mean, he doesn't need a penalty for that. There was no way he was going to finish the pass there. And he just made a decision not to lift it and to turn me. But that's not the same of a regular hook at an oval. That's not what I'm saying. So I don't want that to be communicated. I don't want that to be the headline. It's just unfortunate. We had a fun race. It was going good until it wasn't. And, I'll go back and look and see what I could have done differently, too, because there's always 2 sides to it once you look through it. So,
how are you feeling? It was kind of a big hit.
Oh, it was a fun hit. Yeah, it was a good one. If you're going to do it big. It reminds me a little bit when I was in the 95 car here and Ryan Newman back there, kind of a similar feel where, there's a lot of cars coming still behind you, and it's just narrow and it's hard to get woed up. And the first hit was big, but then I'm like, man, there's so many cars coming. And sure enough, here they all came, and I saw one climbing up and almost upside down. And yeah, but the Xfinity cars are very safe, and they're sort of tried, true, and proven, and it wasn't fun, but I'm not sore. I don't have any aches or pains, so I feel good for tomorrow. We had a really fast Go-Bowling Chevrolet today. Good in practice, didn't execute qualifying great, but still qualified 6th, and we'll have a shot at it. And learned a few things today that maybe will apply. So it is what it is.
You're a veteran driver. Do you feel like you need to have a conversation with him? Obviously, when situations like that happen, it's going to be scrutinized more. He's not going to get the benefit of the doubt as much. Do you feel like you need to have a conversation?
I'm not racing him every weekend, and so if he wants to have a conversation, sure, no problem. I mean, you guys know I'm easygoing. And y'all have seen I've made a lot of mistakes in my career, so I don't ever get sideways when somebody comes up and said, hey, I misjudged that and made a mistake. And so we'll have that conversation. The thing that leaves me a little bit frustrated right now is they kept running into me, and then I got crashed. It's different when it just happens, but I felt like he was just trying to move me the whole time and never attempted to really actually pass me. He just tried to move me. So I'm not sure if that's what led to what happened. But I'll have the conversation, and like I said, I'm not super quick to judge because I've done a lot of dumb things in my career too.
Michael, that contact with Hill over there exiting 5 happened really way out into the runoff.
Yeah.
Do you think there needs to be that much paved runoff there?
Well, it's a tricky scenario, right? Because unfortunately, us drivers and teams take advantage of every inch of real estate you give us. And, they added the real estate to give some runoff so that you would have more opportunities for accident avoidance and not have a guardrail right there that could bounce you back into it. But unfortunately, we're using it all up and then cutting back across very abruptly and over those curbs there. So I don't know if there's any better way of doing it. I feel like it's one of those areas where it's our own fault. It's not really something that we should be mad at the track or officiating, because we don't have to go 7 car lengths out there. We could just stay on the curb there and it'd be fine, but that's not how you're going to win the race.
Time for one more.
I'm good.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right, so one final thing I wanted to talk to you about. Well, 2 things, actually. First of all, you're nominated for the Hall of Fame. May take you more than a year or 2. Sometimes it does that. But being named one of the 75 greatest drivers in NASCAR history out of the hundreds, probably a couple of thousand people who've raced in NASCAR in the top 3 levels. What did that mean to you?
I really thought I pissed them off a few times.
Well, I know you did that. But
yeah, I know. So
you're not alone in that.
Yeah, I was quite surprised and very honored. I mean, that's no small task, and it's just you don't go into it when you're 18, because I had to wait till I was 18 to start. I never thought I was going to be in the Hall of Fame. And then growing up, you see the guys. I would go to the racetracks and you see the black jackets and New England Auto Racing, Hall of Fame guys. And I was, that guy's an old racer. Oh, that guy's an old racer. That guy's an old racer. Yeah, well, now I got one of those jackets. I'm one of those old racers.
You're still young at heart. I know that. So don't worry about that.